All right, guys, we are live for a special episode of Raw, which is obviously streaming from the UK because they're going to be having a pay-per-view this weekend in Paris, in France. That's why they're now in Europe right now. They're in UK right now, which is why we have a special start time for Monday Night Raw, and we are here for the show. It should be good. The show should be good. I have some expectations. We're starting the show off with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is going to be the first act. He is going to be opening the show with a segment, with a promo. So I have expectations. How high the expectations are, we're going to find out. I mean, let's see. Let's see how the show turns out to be. But, I have expectations. Let's just say that. By the way, my brother David is in the house. Good to see you, David. Welcome. Great seeing you. Welcome, brother. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. All right. So, Ricky, my man. Good to see you, brother Ricky. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Good morning. And we are live right now with the show. The show is now starting. All right. Hopefully, it's going to be a good show. Hopefully, it's going to be a good show.
Forever. Together.
Tonight, we are in Philadelphia. Main event, Jey Uso will go one-on-one with the Vision's Braun Breaker.
That's right. Ricky says age. Yes, that's right, Ricky. You saw my Western match for Heat Wave. I did. Seems like Heat Wave was a good show overall, right? Did you enjoy the show, brother? Did you enjoy the show?
The Vision take out Jey Uso. Straps down, the dogs are out. Breaker is down.
That's nice. I know you enjoyed the first match a lot. I know that, but yeah, the rest of the show seemed all right as well. I watched that Monroe. What's her name? Mariah Monroe, right? That's what they call her. Blake Monroe. I watched her match against Jordan Grace. It was a good match as well. I watched that. Obafemi was nice. I heard. Have to check that match out, but seems like it was a good show. Oba versus Ricky, maybe no mercy. Okay, that's gonna be good. If that happens, that'll be nice. Oba retained, right? So that was expected. I wasn't expecting Oba to drop the title just yet. So Oba retained. Yeah, good for him. All right. But tonight's show should be good. We got Roman Reigns opening the show, so it should be somewhat of a banger, I think. All right, let's see. Just a second, guys. Good. All right, sorry about that. So we got Ricky saying fly alert. How did you know that, Ricky? How did you know that there was a fly over here? That's interesting. Smart. You're smart. Yeah, there was a fly, flying around. So caught my attention, but that's okay. Let's see how Roman Reigns does tonight to open the show. You saw the fly. Nice. Nice. All right.
Braun
All right.
The Eradicator is here. Rhea Ripley in action against her arch.
And Rhea Ripley looking good. She is going to be having a tonight, right? I mean, Rhea Ripley is going to be going up against Roxanne Perez, so that should be nice. Nikki Bella. Don't much care about Nikki Bella, honestly. I mean, who cares about Nikki Bella, right? Nobody. Nobody. So, Nikki Bella right here. By the way, we got my brother Ricky over here, we got my brother David here, and we got our brother Andy right here. Andy, welcome. Good to see you. Great seeing you. And yes, we are live for Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns is going to be starting off opening the show. And here he is. Roman Reigns, the OTC, is here. That's right, guys. It is time. Ricky, get your fingers up, brother. Get your fingers up for the OTC. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know the show is going to be good when Roman Reigns is the one kicking it off. So it's going to be good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the OTC Roman Reigns.
And we got my brother Andy over here saying, what about the women's world belt, world title belt? What are they going to be doing for the weekend title? I wonder, I hope, and I think they're going to probably announce something tonight. I hope so. Hope they figured something out. You know, Clash in Paris is like this weekend, so it's all obviously a good time for them to do something. So hopefully this weekend they're going to be doing something about it. And tonight they should be making an announcement about the weekend world title. Now that Naomi is not going to be wrestling for a bit. But we got Ricky over here asking for live on Twitch. Not tonight, brother, but in the future we are going to be doing simultaneous streams. I'll let you know when we do so. And we got Naveen here. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's right, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, is here. Roman looks like a man on a mission tonight. Yeah, he's got something on his mind. I'm not sure what it is, but what are we expecting? Are we expecting a tag team match or something? Let's see. If you look at the card, by the way, for Clash in Paris, we've got Roman Reigns, who's going to be going up against Bronson Reed. That's one of the matches taking place this weekend. We got Sheamus taking on Rusev, which I guess Rusev should be grateful for finally getting a pay-per-view match. So finally, he's doing something, I guess, relevant ever since he's returned, which is good for him. Then we got Seth Rollins versus Punk versus Jey Uso and LA Knight in a fatal four-way match for the world title. And obviously, we got Cena versus Logan Paul. 4 matches have been announced for Clash in Paris. I'm assuming the vacant World Women's Championship also is going to be another match which will be added to the card tonight, but let's see. Why, Andy? Oh, because of the ESPN thing, right? I know. But, you know, as always, I'm here, brother. I'm going to be right here. Wow. Birmingham has got a lot of love for Roman Reigns. Wow. It seems like Roman Reigns wants the crowd to do a little more chanting. Like he's waiting for it, right? He looks like he's in no hurry to start talking just yet. He wants a little more chanting. He's loving it. He is loving it. The tribal chief must be feeling pampered and loved tonight. All right. Wow. They will not stop chanting for Roman Reigns for the OTC.
All right, I imagine we could do this all night, but let's get to it.
Finally. Good.
Birmingham.
I think they've already acknowledged him. They've already done that. Been doing that for the past, 5 minutes now? Yeah, for certain. Hell yeah, Ricky, you're right about that. Yeah, Andy, you know, as they say, the people who get less of something, they value it more. So obviously, for the UK crowd, they don't get WWE shows a lot, right, in the UK. So whenever they do get the shows, they value them a lot. So it's just a case of, the more you have, the less you value. The less you have, the more you value. I think that's what happens with the European crowd.
But if I'm being real out here, I've got to be honest to myself. You acknowledge me, but there's something that I must acknowledge myself in order to move forward. You see, it feels like old times. You sound like old times, but it's not old times anymore.
He's loving it.
I'm not the same guy as I used to be. I completely get that and understand that one, yeah. They followed through on the things Cody said. They took everything from me.
Sorry, guys, had a little audio glitch. I couldn't hear the show, but now we're back on. By the way, we got Chris here. Chris, welcome. Good to see you. Am I hearing it right? Are the fans chanting "F you, Cody"? It seems like it. I like it too.
That's how I felt for a long time.
It seems like that's what they're saying. Yeah, "F you, Cody" is what the fans were chanting. Nice.
I gotta acknowledge the fact that things aren't the same. I don't have all the things that I used to have.
That's right, Chris. Happy birthday to Bronson Reed. I like that.
I don't have a bloodline.
Wow, Roman Reigns talking about not having the bloodline. That's big. Addressing the lack of his brother's presence
Brought him up. I might
next
as
to
well
him.
talk about it. I'm extremely proud of Jay. And anybody questioning him about being in the Fatal 4-Way match in Paris, well, you're just wrong. He won our match. He scored the pinfall. He's the one that has the rematch clause.
Me too, Ricky.
So
Me
he's the
too.
one that
Absolutely.
should be fighting for the championship. And I appreciate y'all. I really do. But my time will come. But like I said, they took my bloodline. They took the wise man. They took the titles. And the disrespect has not stopped. They took everything, so they had to find something to take from me.
You know it, Ricky. Cody Rhodes, he sucks. It's true. It's true.
Which brings me to Bronson Reed. I feel the same.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right, so as Roman Reigns was about to start talking about Bronson Reed, Paul Heyman comes out interrupting him. And Bronson Reed comes out wearing 2 pairs of Roman Reigns sneakers. This whole sneakers thing that Bronson Reed carries around his shoulders is weird to me. It's very weird to me. He wears them like some kind of trophy, but it's weird to me. I don't get the idea.
wait for me to say it. So I'm gonna start all over again. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. I stand before you tonight with the realest gangster to hit Birmingham since the Peaky Blinders. The tribal thief.
The tribal thief.
Shula Fala.
Shula Fala. That's funny. Makes him look like a joke, but okay. They're calling him a tribal thief. They're calling him the owner of the Shula Fala. Okay. I don't know.
We were sitting in the back, and Mr. Reed pointed out to me that it was 5 years ago this very week that Brock Lesnar's advocate became Roman Reigns' wise man.
And the fans now chanting STFU to Paul Heyman. It's the absolute disrespect.
Duo created a bloodline for 5 years. This duo owned everything that there was to own in WWE and changed this entire industry together. And now look at you, standing all alone in the ring by yourself. I miss you, my tribal chief. I loved you 5 years ago, and I love you now. Which is why I came out here tonight to disrespect you, my tribal chief.
Paul Heyman tells Roman Reigns, I miss you, Tribal Chief. I loved you 5 years ago. I love you now, which is why I came here to disrespect you tonight. Makes no sense. Make it make sense. Somebody. Make it make sense. That makes no sense.
Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1. Bronson Reed.
Paul Heyman is playing with the very passionate crowd. They're very passionate about Roman Reigns, that's for certain.
I didn't come out here to disrespect you out of malice. I came out here to disrespect you out of the love that I was speaking of before I was so rudely interrupted
All right.
by these people who are not tough enough to live in Manchester nor rich enough to live in London.
That is funny. That is funny.
What you need is the tough love that I used to offer you. What you need is the tough love that a wise man, an oracle, can give to his tribal chief. That's what you need, that tough love. Now, I don't want you to think that at Clash in Paris, I'm man enough to deliver that tough love to you. I'm not man enough to beat that tough love into you, Roman Reigns. But he is.
And Bronson Reed has the easiest job right now, right? All he has got to do is wear those shoes and stare at Roman Reigns. He's got to talk nothing, no promos, nothing.
On Sunday in Paris, you're gonna kiss my ass because I'm gonna whoop his ass.
The fans love Roman over here. It's great. Oh, Bronson's talking. The tribal thief is talking.
Paris, it isn't about receipts. It is about disrespect. Who am I? I'm the guy that's gonna kick Roman Reigns' ass. How about that? I know you're an educated man, Roman, with a college degree and all, but it's time for you to get a history lesson. Your tribe from Samoa is civilized. I'm the Samoan that your dad and uncle warned you about. And at Clash in Paris, you're gonna find out why.
Hey, sorry about that, guys. Had a little network disruption, but we're okay. We're back. Sorry, Andy. Sorry, Ricky. We're back. Yeah.
And don't ever send disrespect my way again. What do you say there, huh?
Okay, so this is a very lengthy opening segment, isn't it? And after a little bit of an exchange over here between Heyman, Bronson, and Reigns, now Reigns is inviting Bronson to get to the ring and fight. Oh, Paul Heyman now with the Shula Fala. Makes no sense, but okay.
Down there. Because if I come down there, I am going to force you to acknowledge your tribal thief. Well, he's right about one thing. He ain't gonna have to come up here because I'm going down there.
Oh, Roman Reigns taking matters into his own hands right now.
And the fight's on! These two juggernauts teeing off on one another.
Hell yeah.
Look at the Paris at this rate. The free-for-all is
Oh.
Roman not about to stand for
Oh,
the
dear.
disrespect of Paul Heyman of Bronson Reed. But Reed may force Roman to take it. Roman Reigns has felt the wrath of Reed and tsunamis before. And now these two men coming to blows. Finally, some extra security down here. And Bronson Reed is just wiping out security guards. Look out! And Reed with a splash in the corner to everyone. And the Arcilla is unleashed. Bronson Reed wanted to send a message to Roman Reigns. This is a hell of a way to do it. They wanted to steal more sneakers. The tribal.
Come on. I'm not sure what is the obsession of Bronson Reed with sneakers. He just wants to keep adding more sneakers, more Roman Reigns sneakers into his Shula Fala. It's the weirdest thing. I don't get the idea of Shula Fala, but okay. Yeah, that's right, Andy. That's right. He wants to squash him, steal another pair of sneakers from Roman Reigns. Welcome, Roman. Welcome. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Roman Reigns now with the Superman punch to Bronson Reed, knocking him off the top turnbuckle as he was going to go for the tsunami. But Bronson is trying to get away. A bunch of security guards trying to keep Roman Reigns away from Bronson Reed. Roman Reigns is not going to stay back, though. He's running over to Bronson. And there we go. All right, guys. I'll be right back, okay? Just give me a second, guys. Oh, we're back. Okay, we're not. I thought it was a commercial break, but no. So tonight, actually, Raw is going live from Birmingham in the UK, which is why it has a very early start time than usual, 3 p.m. Eastern, 5 hours earlier than their usual start time. And as we can see right now, the show started out with a banger, right? Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed, they took matters into their own hands. They brawled a little bit. But you know what? The opening segment more or less took about 30 minutes. 30 minutes into the opening segment. What do I say? I mean, the opening segment was nice. You know, they had to do this because this Sunday, you know, these two are going to be fighting. So you got to build momentum for that match. You got to build some hype. But honestly, I think the opening segment could have been better. I was not a big fan of the opening segment. The opening segment took 30 minutes. You know, not too much talking from Roman. Nothing important, essentially, right? Nothing very important. And, yeah, I guess the best part probably was Paul Heyman singing to the crowd. That was it. That was it. You know, the few seconds of it. And the brawl was very traditional brawl. You know, we've seen that kind of a brawl a bunch of times. Security jumps in, separating people. So we've seen that stuff a lot of times. So it wasn't anything special. I mean, I wouldn't say that, wow, you know, I'm excited about their match this Sunday because of this segment. I wouldn't say that. The segment was okay, but it was nothing special. I wouldn't say that was a fantastic segment. But let me know, what do you guys think about it? Let's see your comments. Thank you once again, Ramit. Really appreciate that, my brother. Last night, AEW for yes, you're right. Yeah, UK is in for a treat, right? I mean, they got last night Forbidden Door. Now they've got, of course, in Birmingham, they've got Raw, and I think SmackDown is also going to be taking place somewhere around there. Then obviously they're going to be going to Paris, France. They are going to be going there for Clash in Paris, which is going to take place this Sunday. And then Monday again, they are going to be, in the UK or I believe in France for Raw. So it's going to be, it's basically a treat for the UK fans, right? That's it. It's a treat for them.
that kicked off Monday Night Raw. Those two men meet one-on-one Sunday. Clash in Paris.
All right, now we are here with JD and Finn Balor.
I'll catch up with you guys. All right. That's Dom on right here. Next.
Still trying to figure out what Dom's cooking up with El Grande Americano.
I wonder if he borrowed those wings from Lara Valkyria. Anyways, Dragon Lee is here, and he's got a pair of wings with him. Nice touch to the whole persona. But Dragon Lee making his entrance. I don't know, how do you guys feel about those wings? I mean, I've never seen those wings, honestly, before. Maybe I probably never paid attention. But those wings, they feel a little bit cheesy to me because, Dragon Lee essentially is not a very cheesy character, at least in my perspective. I never saw him as a cheesy character, but those wings, they seem a little out of place with that Dragon Lee, I feel. But let me know, what do you think about those wings? I'm certainly not a big fan. They suit Lara Valkyria, but not Dragon Lee. I wouldn't think that they suit Dragon Lee so much. Yeah. Be right back, guys. 1 second.
Tell you, Corey, this matchup should be a good one. Two of the best in the world today going at it. Dragon Lee, of course, the dynamic, spirited, high flyer. JD McDonough, who has a mean streak a mile wide and one of the most technical, savvy superstars on the planet. Take the words right out of my mouth. When it comes to technical ability, you would be hard-pressed to find anyone on the roster.
Those tag team championships that the Judgment Day wear, I mean, such a step up, right, from what we had earlier. Such a step up. Those titles, they look nice, prestigious. Yeah, they look like they're valuable titles that you'd like to wear, right? Right, Ricky? All right, with that being said, the match is underway. We got JD McDonough versus Dragon Lee. Let's see how this match turns out to be. All right.
Destroy the knee of JD McDonough in the early moments. Sweeps the leg. Here comes this wrecking ball drop kick. Kick right to the face of McDonough by Dragon Lee. You mentioned Mysterio. Dragon Lee still carries a mask.
Wow, look at that.
Years ago, to every arena he visits around the world. A second-generation superstar.
It seems like McDonough is trying to sell a fake knee injury of some sort, and Finn Balor trying to get involved, trying to do some dirty tricks over there. But the referee's not going to have it. The referee ejecting Finn Balor. As we can see right now, the referee has ejected Finn Balor from ringside. Yeah, the referee has indeed ejected Finn Balor. That's right. Look at that.
Topple JD McDonough, perched on the top turnbuckle. And McDonough caught him with a kick. Beautiful. One half of the tag champs, JD McDonough, wiping out Dragon Lee.
By the way, anybody who's watching us for the first time ever, welcome to the channel, welcome to Wrestling News. We are here live for Monday Night Raw right now. We are live for every single wrestling show, so make sure to hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and join the conversation. Talk to us about some wrestling. Talk to us about this weekend's Clash in Paris that's coming up very soon. Yeah, be a part of the conversation.
Perfect sync between mind and body, which makes him so dangerous. Also possesses an overabundance cranial cavity.
So now that Finn Balor has been ejected from ringside, it is truly a one-on-one match now. We've got McDonough versus Dragon Lee. That's what's the current status of the match right now. And Dragon Lee actually taking a beating, but also let's not forget Netflix is on commercial, around the globe, I guess, in certain parts. But for us, we don't get commercials. We actually get the broadcast even during the commercial. So as I can see right now, McDonough is still kicking Dragon Lee's arse, right? He is doing pretty well. Chop across the chest of Dragon Lee. So I guess it must not be Netflix that must be on commercial right now. It must be Peacock that must be on commercial at the moment, because Netflix obviously no commercial. So that's the good news.
Really throw a superstar off of their game, being disrespected while simultaneously being beaten down. It breaks you physically, it can break you emotionally and spiritually. Oh, nice snap suplex by McDonough. First time ever.
That's interesting, Andy. I just saw your comment. It says, I think it's a way to say walk a mile in the shoes. But for that, he already got one pair, not just one, but he's got two pairs of his shoes. I don't know how many more does he want. It's it's funny.
With a kick to the face.
It's funny.
Dragon Lee making the long climb to the top turnbuckle, probably looking for the double stomp, which has served him so well. McDonough able to counter and using that massive head of his as a weapon. Look at this. And the super punch by McDonough. Both men taken out. McDonough may have hurt himself more than Lee. I don't know who got the worst of that exchange.
All right, so I guess Peacock's got to be back from the commercial now, and we're here.
Both men are down center of the ring after a massive superplex moments ago. JD McDonough delivered it, but he may have got the worst of it. And McDonough landing extremely high across his shoulders and the base of his neck. Of course, it's going to take a few moments to recover. Let's take another look from the very top turnbuckle. That was the whiplash effect for McDonough, not to mention the incredible physical impact on Dragon Lee. And McDonough's done a nice job of
Big ass chop straight to the chest of JD McDonough from Dragon Lee, and now they're trading some chops. We got Dragon Lee with those punches and slaps to the head of McDonough. McDonough trying to fight back with those punches, and a sucker punch to the face of Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee trying to, holy crap, beautiful German suplex, by the way, very instant, very quick, but that was a beautifully delivered German suplex from Dragon Lee, followed by a, oh dear. The way McDonough landed literally on his neck was crazy. And a kick out right there from Dragon Lee. Look at that. Very cool. Very cool. They're fighting hard. That's for certain.
The opportunity to be a masterpiece tonight between these two superstars, McDonough and Dragon Lee. Let them cook. And Dragon Lee fighting back now.
Man, you know what? The first promo of the night, in my books, was so awful and such a time waste. I'm not looking forward to the next promo, which is going to be Nikki Bella. So, first of all, it's Nikki Bella, so that's, one reason not to look forward to it. But then you got Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch in a segment where Nikki Bella is going to be calling out Becky Lynch. So, definitely not very excited about that. Not at all. But anyways. Oh, it seems like Netflix is having some technical hiccups right now. some buffering issues right at the moment.
This kid.
We're back. Yeah, Netflix does have some audio issues at the moment. Hello, welcome. Good to see you. Hello.
Holy!
It seems like Netflix has some issues. It's like everything is on slow motion. Really? Well, Ricky, that's all Jonathan doing his thing. I'm not able to access TikTok as it's banned for us. But if the channel was live, it must be Jonathan. He's doing it. He's doing it all, and now we got AJ Styles over here. AJ Styles is here. And AJ Styles getting involved. So Netflix had some issues, but now it seems like it's back on here. And we got AJ Styles. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Wow.
What a win for Dragon Lee, and boy, did JD McDonough make Lee earn it.
That's right, Ricky. That's right.
With a big victory here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Let's check in with Jackie Redmond.
Well, thank you so much. I'm backstage with LA Knight. LA, huge match coming up this weekend at Clash in Paris. But before we get to that, you've got a match against Braun Breaker tonight. It appears Seth Rollins has his eyes on you, but I also wanted to ask you about last week and CM Punk accidentally.
By the way, you gotta love how confident and nice, LA Knight's looking right now. But I tell you what, LA Knight, he might be on cloud 9 right now, but you know what? He's gonna fall down hard from that cloud 9 because there's no way in hell that LA Knight is gonna be world champion. There's no way that he's gonna win the world title. And there's no way that he's gonna get another world title shot anytime soon after this match. It's a fatal 4-way. They needed 3 people. That's why they threw LA Knight in there. But you know what? He's not going to win. LA Knight is not winning the championship. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's true. LA Knight will not be champion.
Agree with that sentiment, but you've made it a place where that can't happen now. But I understand why you would try and take everybody else out of the match. I understand why you try and get everything into your orbit. Why? Because you're a hungry man. We're all hungry to go there, but guess what? It's feast or famine this Sunday at Clash in Paris. The rations are limited, and everybody else but this man going to bed hungry. Why? Because you're looking at your world heavyweight champion. But my God, how convenient! Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, they see it fit that I'm the only one in the.
By the way, Jackie looking good, right? Jackie looking good.
I got to tell you what's going to happen to you, Braun. It's going to be you getting back to factory settings as you learn.
What do you mean by that, Ricky? Ricky says you're not the only one. Your stream was run slow. Mods, everybody has the same problem. What do you mean, Ricky? Let me know. All right. Oh, you mean the Netflix, yeah? I'm aware. Yeah, Netflix had some issues with the broadcast, I think. Yeah. But LA Knight and Braun Breaker, they're going to be going up against each other tonight. I think which should be the main event of the night. I think it'll be a good show. Good match. Okay, what's happening up next? And we got Penta here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos, Penta! The spectacular Penta knocked off Xavier Woods.
All right, so it's going to be Kofi Kingston versus Penta up next. Nice.
So remember, this all started a couple of weeks ago, Corey, when New Day was sitting with us on commentary. Xavier Woods had that silly hat that was worth a couple.
Hell yeah, Andy. Andy over here cheering on Penta. I like that, brother. I like that.
And then the hat went flying. Xavier got all mad and responsible for correcting an entire semester's worth of your work, Michael Cole. You are terribly misinformed. First of all, $18,000 plus shipping for Xavier's custom morning hat. The visual representation.
So this match is basically taking place because of Xavier Woods' hat, a hat that he was wearing, and apparently the price of it was the argument, which has now ultimately resulted in this match.
That's why New Day are upset.
And people still doubt Triple H's booking. Well, there's a lot to doubt about it, you know.
It's like that level of
I think they could have come up with a better idea, but okay.
close. Not
Okay.
even close. That was a deep cut for those at home. Indeed. I was there when that went down. I was there when that went down. Penta, man, he lights up a crowd, doesn't he? No doubt about it. One of the most fun superstars in the game to witness. Well, there goes the fun. How long must be mourn? At some point, you got to move on with your life. What kind of sick human being are you? You're not allowed to put a timeline on mourning, on sadness. Some people never get over loss.
Kofi looking good as he comes out here.
Kofi and Woods have
Yep,
absorbed
he looks
themselves in a
good.
cabin and begun to live with cats. Look at this dude.
All right, Andy. I'll be waiting.
So, why does he have a cane and a neck brace and a top hat? Because Xavier Woods is the shining example of a British gentleman. That's an outfit straight out of the Bob Cratchit collection. He looks like Mr. Monopoly. Well, he is wealthy enough to potentially be. I mean, do not pass go, do not collect 200.
You're right about that, Ricky. Totally right about that. Nobody expects LA Knight to actually become champion, right? I hope so. I hope so. You got to be very deluded if you expect LA Knight to be world champion. That's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Never. LA Knight will not be world champion. Yeah. I'm joking. Maybe one day he'll be champion, but you know, not this weekend. Not this weekend. Anyways, we are back for the commercial break.
Clash in Paris is coming to La Defense Arena in Paris, France this Sunday, August 31st. Tickets are on sale now.
Sheamus, I was brought into this world trained, conditioned, and programmed to crush a super athlete. But I am what happens where perfection is sought, but malice is found. Trained by monsters, and then let go. But when I came back, I told myself I would no longer listen to people who tell me who to hurt. I will now hurt anyone that I wanted to.
I hope so, Ricky. I haven't seen The Fly in a minute. I hope so. But thank you for, keeping an eye out for The Fly. Anyways. All right, let's see. Commercial break still going on. We are going to be getting Rusev versus Sheamus. That's the video package. That's what it's about. We are going to be getting these two going at it at Clash in Paris. I'm not very what do I say? I wish that Rusev had brought back maybe his earlier character, because this one is not my cup of tea. The Redeemer stuff is not my thing. I'm not a big fan of this version of his character. Not a big fan of that. Well, I guess it is what he likes better. So that's that. Well, we are going to be getting a Donnybrook match, whatever that means. We are going to be getting a Donnybrook match between Sheamus and himself, Rusev, this weekend.
This is a big deal. I can't fly. What happened? Both of you. Dom, I thought you were supposed to have JD's back. What's going on? What's going on with your head?
JD's back? What about me? You're the one that got yourself ejected.
Guys, cálmense ya. We can't keep blaming each other like this. Liv wouldn't want this.
You know what? You're right. Plus, you've known AJ the longest. Why don't you handle him tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah, tonight. It'll be fitting back.
All right. I'll handle him tonight. I'll go talk to Pierce, all right? With you? No, you hang back here. I'll deal with this myself.
All right. We cool? Because Chiquita, you don't need to worry about this. You gotta get your head in the game. Lock in. Tonight's a big night, all right? Keep warming up. This is serious. We gotta go for this.
And Roxanne looks a little bit nervous because she is going to be fighting Rhea Ripley tonight. That's going to be a big match without a doubt for Roxanne. One of the biggest, ever since she made her main roster move. So, let's see.
Well, no, basically, Corey is about to sign a petition that Grayson Waller had went around Birmingham the entire day today. And exactly what is this petition? Well, as soon as I finish signing my name of Corey Greaves, as seems to be the case for the rest of this segment, this is a petition to have no interest, sorry. Mexican Destroyer banned from WWE competition. The maneuver that Penta has used to such great effect, particularly at the expense of Xavier Woods several weeks back. It's a very dangerous move, and Grayson, amongst many, believe it has no place in WWE. Well, first off, Woods got beat by the Mexican Destroyer last week. And secondly, if my eyes didn't mistake me, there were 27, well now 28 signatures on the petition. You ever hear the quote, "Be the change you wish to see in the world"? Michael Cole? That's what Big G's trying to do. This is a nation in mourning. Gotta start somewhere. 27 people's not bad for a couple hours. He's out there for 8 hours.
Well, Andy, it seems like we could be getting a match between maybe Finn Balor and AJ. Maybe. Not sure about it, but Dominic's persuaded Finn Balor to go talk to Adam Pearce about, AJ's return and maybe, deal with him himself. And he said, okay, I'll deal with it. I think we are going to be getting a match, maybe in Clash in Paris. Perhaps Dominic versus AJ. But let's see. But nothing else has happened. Right now, we are back for the commercial break, and Kofi versus Penta has finally started.
Covered by Kingston. Hook to the leg and a kick out. There's been so much
Welcome back, Andy.
over the past few weeks with this New Day. I'm still trying to figure out why they're grieving again. Explain this to me. Because when the New Day lost the World Tag Team Championships, that effectively signaled the death of the tag team division. That was a few months ago. Sure. Again, you can't choose how long you grieve, Cole. It's a process. Bargaining. I think blame is at some point. I'm not. Oh, and Penta got his feet up. Now Penta looking to pick up the pace here. So what number of steps do you think they are in the grieving process? That's too early to tell. It could depend on the day. You have to ask Woods and ask Kingston. But right now, keep your eyes on Penta. And New Day wisely running away.
So as soon as Penta starts to gain some momentum, the New Day, Kofi Kingston, they just run away. They run away to the stage, far away from Penta and far away from the ring. Okay.
So again, explain to me. What's the petition? It's a very simple petition, Michael Cole. You've never become familiar with how petitions work. You have enough signatures that it forces a change. No, I understand that, dummy. What is the petition for? The petition is to have the Mexican Destroyer banned in WWE competition. Got it. You do see the neck brace being worn by Xavier Woods, don't you? They suffered severe cervical damage. Where did you get that information? Woods himself told me. Not to mention the emotional trauma. Got it. Oh, trauma to the chest of Kofi there.
All right, so right now we are getting some.
You gotta start small, Cole. It grows organically. It's a movement. That's how these things happen. There's been some movement already. Oh, and a big chop by Kingston. He disrespected Kofi. I can't. Kid's at least 5.
Oh dear. All right.
They say laughter's the best medicine. Obviously, maybe you're feeling pretty good after what just transpired here on our announce desk. Oh, Kofi Kingston now taking advantage, in control of Penta.
All right. So we're back for the commercial now. Guys, I might have to end the stream early today because of something. All right, let's see.
Xavier Woods is making fun of Penta. Penta was trying to recover.
All right, so here we are. We are back for the commercial break, and Penta trying to get away from the headlock right here, locked in by Kofi Kingston, and he does with some elbow strikes to the midsection, and Kofi sending Penta to the ropes and rebounds, and Penta with a kick to the chest of Kofi, and now kick to the thigh. Kofi down, Penta running over. Beautiful. Kofi Kingston goes down face first into the mat right here. Penta once again right behind him. A kick to the side of the head of Kofi. Kofi goes down in the corner. Penta doing what he does best. There we go, going for the cover, and it's a kick out. That's right, Andy. Come on, Penta. Come on, Penta.
For tonight, Finn Balor, AJ Styles go one-on-one as Finn looks to solve the AJ Styles problem for Dominic Mysterio.
Much love to you, Andy. All right, let's look at that. Kofi Kingston now running over to the ropes. Boom, 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 and he goes down hard.
Kofi, you ever think maybe, just maybe, this whole grieving thing is a farce? It never crossed my mind, not even once. I take emotional healing very, very seriously, Michael Cole, as I recommend.
Andy, are you able to watch Raw, or like is Raw also not accessible to you? Send point. Oh, thank you for that, Ricky. Wait, how did you send the point? How does that work? With that being said, go for the cover, and Kofi with a kick out once again.
Needs to keep his foot on the gas pedal. He's got Kingston on the ropes. Metaphorically speaking. Right. Literally, he's in the middle of the ring. Oh, looking for the great counter. Next to get Destroyer and a tremendous counter by Kofi, who delivers
Dear.
finisher from behind.
Go for the cover on Penta now after taking him out. Once again, a kick out here from Penta.
Oh, look at this. Kofi Kingston placed on the top rope and now Penta with a chop.
And chop to the chest of Kofi. Kofi. Oh dear. And now Penta is on the apron with a tremendous chop or slap to the chest of Kofi Kingston. Kofi is dangling from the top turnbuckle right now towards the outside, but Penta pulls him in, goes for a suplex of the top turnbuckle. Kofi Kingston goes down hard on the mat. I think Andy's watching Raw using VPN. Okay. I can see Raw on Netflix. I just can't stand so many commercials. You can watching Raw on Netflix. That's good. Andy, is there any other show that you're also watching on Netflix? Ricky, any other show that you're watching on Netflix these days? Let me know. You know what? We don't get commercials here, so if you also like want to use VPN or something, you probably will not get commercials either. But I don't get commercials. I mean, it's cool. It's cool. What can I say? It's cool. You know, commercial free. Oh, big ass kick straight to the face, by the way, of Grayson Waller. He goes down hard. And Penta now getting back to the ring over here, running over. He flies down on the New Day. Guys, what do you think about Waller? Where do you think he's going to go from here? Right now, he's obviously sticking around the New Day, you know, trying to find something to do himself, I guess, in the WWE, kind of trying to keep busy. But where do you think he's going to go as a singles wrestler? Is he ever going to be a singles wrestler? I mean, a guy on his own in the WWE, is he ever going to be successful? Is he ever going to be going to the mid-card or maybe the upper card or upper mid-card ever? Because, you know, Waller has done next to nothing. He's accomplished next to nothing ever since his main roster move. By the way, Kofi with the victory. He has defeated Penta. Kofi Kingston.
Slowly but surely, one step at a time, between Big G's petition and Kofi Kingston's W. Thank God for the New Day.
Kofi with the victory.
Has earned his way into the New Day yet after that performance tonight? I don't think it could have hurt. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're in Birmingham, England tonight. Of course, we head to Paris Sunday for Clash in Paris. Lots to talk about because of the special start times of this event. Now, the actual event will start at 8 o'clock local, 2 o'clock on the East Coast, and 11 on the...
We got my brother Ricky Singh to answer your question. No, I did watch, love watching Jessica Jones back on Netflix, now on Disney. Okay, all right. Okay. There's a lot of good stuff on Netflix that you can watch. Lots of great stuff. Definitely. One of my favorite shows called The IT Crowd, which was on Netflix, has been removed from Netflix now, which sucks. But well, you know, if you guys get a chance to watch The IT Crowd, great show, fantastic show. Now we're getting a commercial for WWE's Unreal documentary, which I still cannot believe they made it. Not only did they make it, but it's going to be a regular thing now. It's going to be hopefully maybe an annual thing now, or that's what they hope for. You know, we are going to be getting Unreal 2 next year, which is going to be based around, I believe, WrestleMania next year. So that's where we are at right now with that. Yeah. Cody Rhodes Unreal commercial on at the moment. And I'll be right back, guys. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right. Looks like I'm back right in time. Let's see. Man, the pop for Rhea Ripley is always huge. Always the biggest pops for Rhea Ripley. That's nice, Ricky.
Thanks for having my back last week. I respect you, but Kyrie and Asuka are my family. They are not happy about you getting involved in our business. So I think we need to keep our distance for a while.
Yeah, Disney owns Marvel, right? Disney owns everything, brother. It owns everything.
No, I respect you too. And honestly, if this is something that you have to do, then I get it. It's okay. Appreciate you.
Thanks for understanding, Rhea.
No problem.
All right, some show of respect here between these two. But Asuka doesn't look happy. Kyrie doesn't look happy right there in the back. They don't look happy about it. They don't look happy about the hug at all.
Continue on their own respective paths, but Mommy's path involves none other than Roxanne Perez, the prodigy.
Roxanne versus Rhea should be a nice match. It should be nice.
Tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Judgment Day members Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. Roxanne, I'm going to start with you. A massive, significant matchup tonight, and you take on Rhea Ripley. Where's your confidence level at?
My confidence never wavers. 2 weeks ago, I did something that to this day, Rhea Ripley could never.
By the way, can I just say, first of all, there was an audio glitch, a mic glitch in the arenas. That was one. Number two, it's only been like an hour since the show has been on, right? And I'm pretty sure that we have seen the Judgment Day 3 times. 3 times. First, we had the match with them. Then we had a backstage segment with them. I'm pretty sure it's like even more than that. But then now we're getting an interview over here in the crowd with the Judgment Day. In an hour, when you get superstars many times, I don't like that because it feels like, what are you even doing? Like, do you have nobody else that you can feature? Like, why do you have to keep, repeating the same stars, the same faction over and over again? That too within an hour? I don't like that at all. Yeah.
Perito, we have a match to dominate.
It seems like it, Ricky. It seems like it.
Well, good luck in that domination. We'll see if Roxanne Perez can turn the fortunes around for the Judgment Day tonight. If, and that's a big if. Back for more here on Monday Night Raw, live from Birmingham.
And plenty more to come tonight, including our main event. LA Knight, one of the 4 men.
So Knight versus Braun Breaker is indeed the main event. Yep. Ricky says, I do miss Liv Morgan. Everybody does, brother Ricky. I'm pretty sure Andy as well, right? So do I. Liv Morgan is great. Can't wait for her to get back to Raw. Wait a second.
Tag team champions representing
This is big. Hold up.
on one.
How? How is this not the main event? Okay, that's crazy. Okay, so I think it's for certain that like this is not gonna be a match. Match is probably gonna be having a screwed up finish or interference or something like that. But we are gonna be getting Styles versus Finn Balor tonight on Raw. And it's not the main event. Nah, there's something fishy happening over here. There's no way that Styles versus Finn Balor is happening tonight and it's not main eventing.
Becky Lynch and, of course,
There's no way.
Famer Nikki Bella, who promises to call out Becky Lynch.
By the way, we got my man, your man, our man, Ricky's favorite, my favorite, everybody's favorite, Jonathan right here. Welcome, Jonathan. Welcome. Good to see you, brother.
First ever WrestlePalooza. And the best way to catch every joint
Man.
hospitality provider on location. Premium seating, memorable fan experiences, exclusive pre-show events, and unparalleled hospitality. Get your priority pass package today at onlocationexp.com/WWE.
Man, I tell you what.
Yes, Big Jim has a big message.
We're getting too many commercial sponsorship message, and now we're getting a recap from their podcast with Stephanie McMahon. What's your story? Where Naomi announced her pregnancy news. This is a weak Raw. So far, it's been a bad Raw, for at least in my books. Let's see how the matches turn out to be. You know, we got 3 big matches. We got Roxanne, Rhea, we got Finn Balor, Styles, and obviously Knight and Breaker. So 3 big matches yet to come, so things can change. But so far, you know, so far in this 1 hour that we've been watching the show, I feel like it's not a great show. But, you know, hopefully that changes for the better. Yeah, hopefully that changes for the better. We got Jonathan says, Ricky, we had a party today. That's nice. That's nice. By the way, Jonathan, well done TikTok early today. Really did. So what did you do on TikTok, on the live stream, Jonathan? That's interesting. By the way, thank you for all the work, hard work that you put in there to the channel. That's awesome. Let's see. Oh, wow. Stephanie Vacker. Ricky, close your eyes. Close your eyes, Ricky.
You are the #1 contender to the Women's World Championship, okay? No one is taking that away from you. But with Naomi's situation, and technically the title being vacant, Paris cannot have it.
What?
I know you're disappointed, so am I, okay? But you will have your championship match. I already have an opponent in mind. I just need a week to finalize some details. Give me a week. I'll let you know who you're facing and when the championship match is. Deal?
I wish I could have been at the Clash in Paris.
Me too.
But understand, entiendo. I will be ready.
I know you will. Thank you.
Good, at least Stephanie's going to get a chance.
All right, so Stephanie is not going to Clash in Paris. That we know already now. Man. Like it or not, coming up next is got to be a segment between Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch. That makes me want to go to bed right now. Come on. Why do we have to sit through a Nikki Bella segment in 2025? Shouldn't be a thing. I'm not sure why is it, but come on. You're awesome, Jonathan. You're awesome. Thank you for the love, brother. Thank you for the love. Thank you for all the work, brother. Thank you. And, Ricky says, too late, my eyes saw mommy. That's right, brother. Now, she looked good. But anyways, we are here now with Becky Lynch coming out. I thought this segment was going to be Nikki Bella calling out Becky Lynch. I'm not sure why Becky Lynch is out yet. This is okay. Roles got reversed, I guess. By the way, Becky Lynch has been trying to tell everybody that she loves this new theme song. I mean, good for her, but I just don't see the connection. I don't know. It's not a Def Rebel song, so that's something good. But I don't know. I'm not feeling this entrance music so far. But what do you think? Do you like this entrance music? Let me know. Becky was boring last Friday too. She's always been boring, brother. Always has been boring. Yeah. Yeah.
Bit of a mixed response out there, but
Nothing mixed about that.
okay, you can boo me, but I just want you to know that this place was a big part of my journey. It was 13 years ago that I first had my tryout, my WWE tryout here in Birmingham. And it was a dump then and it's a dump now.
Ah, that's nice. That was funny.
Speaking of dumps, come. I'm not some loser. I'm not Aston Villa or Birmingham City.
Yeah, Becky Lynch is not holding back tonight.
I'm not some dog that's just gonna respond to a whistle and okay, here I come. Who do you think
There she is, Nikki Bella. And like it or not, we have to sit through a Nikki Bella segment, even in 2025.
If you're not a dog, then why are you acting like a little bitch?
Very classy, Nikki. Very classy.
Excuse me, what did you just say to me?
If you're not one, Becky, then there should be no problem facing me for that title.
Okay, hey, no, negative, Nikki. You don't call the shots.
I like that
anymore.
name.
No, I call the shots, and I'm not gonna just give away title opportunities willy-nilly, especially not to broke-neck Barbie over here.
I like that. I like that a lot. Hell yeah.
Well, this broken neck Barbie kicked your ass last week. Don't know if you remember that.
Pff, nah.
Yeah, that's right. And she paved the way for you. So when you keep reminding us of the history that you've written, because of me, you have a page to write history on.
Oh, okay. Okay, Nikki. Nice try.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
yes, you blazed the trail, you and your twin, the better twin, if you ask me. Yeah, you transcended the business, you brought in a whole new audience. The thing is, I know all this, I just don't care. Because
We've heard it time and time again. I'm already tired of it. Come
I
on.
wanted to replace you, and I've done a pretty good job.
Well, she's not wrong about that. Is she wrong? She's not wrong. Yep.
You wanted to replace me because you're scared to face me. And from what I remember, and I think we all do,
What?
you used to be that scared girl in the corner of Charlotte Flair's little sidekick.
What?
I am no one's sidekick. I am no one's shadow. It says so in my song. I am the
Becky loves her song, and she wants you to listen to it.
People say it. Sports Illustrated says it.
We don't care what Sports Illustrated has to say, Becky. I care about what the people have to say. The same people that you crap on week after week after week.
Nikki Bella is the last person to care what the people have to say. Nikki Bella is the last one to care about the people. I can tell you that. Come on, Nikki.
I'm so desperate. And by the way, I'm not the only person who thinks this. So many people think this. So many people say Becky is desperate. Am I right, Birmingham?
I think Nikki Bella is desperate, honestly. I think she's desperate. Am I right, guys? Exactly. Thank you. Wait, what's going on here? Wait a second. Ricky just timed out the kitty control center. Ricky, what is going on, brother? He is using... Is this... That is funny. That is funny. Ricky is using his authority as the moderator. That is funny. You're right, Andy. You're right. She is talking about the 4 horsewomen.
What the man has become? Has the man lost her balls?
I have balls. I have balls.
Well, let me tell you something you don't have, and that's class. You're cheap. You're cheap. You might be a champion, but you're another C word. Talking about, I mean, is this what the man has become? Has the man lost her balls?
Balls.
I have balls. I have balls.
What?
Well, let me tell you something you don't have, and that's class. You're cheap. You're cheap. You might be a champion, but you're another C word.
Is she talking about herself?
And that's a coward.
Keeping it PG, I see. Okay.
The other C word I thought you were gonna say. I am not a coward. I am not a coward. Okay, you want your match? Fine. Fine, you can have your match. But in Paris at Clash. Because I am not wrestling in Birmingham.
All right. In 2025, we're going to get a Nikki Bella match on a pay-per-view for the title as well. Well, guess we'll take it.
Fairness to Ozzy Osbourne, he had the good sense to move to LA, a proper city. Because if I lived in Birmingham, I'd die too.
Whoa! What did Becky just say?
Becky Lynch with the cheap tricks.
The Ozzy Osbourne shot was crazy. What?
No matter how hard you try.
Oh, that is insane, bro. Did you hear that, guys? The Ozzy Osbourne. Oh my god, Becky's not holding back yet. She's not holding back tonight.
Becky went for a cheap shot. Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella just walked right into the man's kitchen, opened the fridge, and made herself a snack.
And lost her balls.
Of the Intercontinental Champion.
Balls.
Let me tell you something you don't know, and that's class. You're cheap.
I'm not trying to be anybody's friend here. I understand what's at stake. The World Heavyweight Championship.
Right now, we got CM Punk backstage with Jackie Redmond. Good friends in real life, I think. Jackie and CM Punk.
LA Knight didn't want to play ball. Jay wanted to do it his way. Seth Rollins is the problem. He has the numbers. I was just trying to make sure that we all got there to get that opportunity. LA Knight thinks that I somehow maliciously, on purpose, put him through a table last week. Well, you're wrong about that. Do I care that you fell through a table because you're a clumsy idiot? Absolutely not. You say I'm hungry? No, I'm beyond hungry. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with holding the World Heavyweight title because I had it in my hands and it was ripped from me by Seth Rollins. So Clash in Paris, every man for himself. The best in the world is going to get back to doing what he does best, and that's being champion. Seth Rollins, Jay, and LA Knight, if I got to beat and cripple all of you, I will do so, and I will paint my masterpiece with your blood in Paris, with everybody saying, CM Punk.
Well, LA Knight has
Well, okay. CM Punk looks determined about Clash. And we got Clay, by the way, in the house. Clay, welcome. Good to see you. Great seeing you, Clay. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. We got Ricky saying, yeah, absolutely, brother. The Aussie shot from Becky was crazy. Did not see that coming, but okay, Becky Lynch definitely has the balls or had the balls to do that. With that being said, guys, I guess the show will pick up from here because up next is the match that we had been looking forward to, I guess, very eagerly. We got Rhea Ripley versus Roxanne Perez up next. Rhea Ripley making her entrance right now. That's right, Jonathan, my brother. That's right. Hell yeah.
a massive ovation for the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley, coming up.
I don't know. Do we call that a misuse of authority for Ricky to time out the control center? I don't know. Is that misusing the authority, Ricky? I mean, interesting. And Andy, absolutely, my brother, absolutely. Ozzy forever remembered by millions of people around the world. What a legend. And I think we all remember when Ozzy showed up. He's shown up multiple times, if I'm not wrong, to WWE events. But I remember very clearly when Ozzy guest hosted Monday Night Raw, and we had what they called a Raw's Got Talent, with Chris Masters doing his thing, and I think we had Kali over there and a couple other people. Yeah, interesting. Those were the days, right, when we had guest host every single week, and we had some very fun guest hosts as well, right? Very unexpected guest host that hosted Raw. Miz 2, yeah, Miz 2. That's right, brother.
Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, accompanied, of course, by Raquel Rodriguez.
By the way, loving the entrance, the slow walk to the ring. She's in no hurry. Roxanne looking good as she walks down the ramp to the ring. Doesn't look like she's in any kind of hurry. Doesn't look like she's here to please anybody, to get any cheers from the crowd. She's here on a mission, and the mission is to defeat Rhea Ripley. Anyhow, let's see how it goes down, though. It should be a good match, Rhea and Roxanne. I think we're getting two matches that people wanted for a long time. That's Rhea and Roxanne, number one, and then obviously you got Finn Balor and AJ Styles, number two. I do believe that Finn Balor and AJ Styles is actually not going to happen. It's not going to be like a match. It's probably going to be more of a angle, not a match. But let's see. It's an interesting. It's interesting that they announced it for tonight. Let's see. But I don't expect for it to be an actual match at all.
Going to be another news-making week on the WWE Podcast Network. Cody Rhodes, of course, welcoming Becky Lynch, The Undertaker, Michelle McCool. Welcome Cuomo, Ray Dudley. Stephanie McMahon, and what's your story, has Roman Reigns on tap. Logan Paul with WWE superfan Tyrese Halliburton on Impulsive. And, of course, tomorrow, Raw Recap will be available. Sam Roberts, Megan Morant, their guest. The woman who's about to compete in action, Roxanne Perez.
All right, so we're on the commercial break right now. And a Sheamus video package.
You know there are words I never thought I'd say? And fella, when I heard you were coming back, I cringed.
You like that, Ricky? Thank you. Yeah, I thought, it would be nice to have chat here once again. So I thought let's have chat. And we have chat. Thank you, Ricky. Really appreciate that, brother. If you have any suggestions, let me know. No, Andy, the match is actually about to start. They made their entrances and, took us to commercial break. Typical WWE fashion to do that. So we are now on a commercial break. We're getting a Sheamus video package. Once the commercial break is over, we are going to get back to it and the match will officially begin. So it hasn't started yet. Yeah. How do you guys feel about Sheamus and Rusev? I mean, I'm happy, I guess, that Rusev is doing something, I guess, important, which is why he has a pay-per-view match. But I wish he had a new opponent. Like, Sheamus and Rusev have had such history as a team, as opponents. It's been on and off, and we've seen them work together a lot of times. I was hoping for something fresh, but okay. Let me know, how do you feel about Rusev and Sheamus this Sunday?
Well, come Clash in Paris, you'd better grit your teeth. It's a good old-fashioned Donnybrook match as the Celtic Warrior Sheamus goes one-on-one one more time with the Bulgarian brute, the vicious Rusev. Just what these two need. No rules. Use anything as a weapon, including that damn shillelagh. Well, back here live on Monday Night Raw on Netflix, sold out tonight in Birmingham, United Kingdom. Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez go one-on-one. Third time in their career that they've gone one-on-one. Dates back to NXT. Roxanne
This will be a good match.
has not beaten Rhea Ripley, but would love to change that tonight.
Refresh my memory. Who was the one name that the Prodigy has beaten recently that Rhea didn't?
Io Scott.
Oh, okay.
Albeit with some miscommunication with the Kabuki Warriors involved, but nonetheless a win for Roxanne Perez, who we mentioned moments ago, Corey, has just had a spectacular, maybe one of the great rookie years in the history of WWE.
It should come to a surprise to absolutely no one. This young lady was Booker T's star pupil. Since she's arrived in WWE, she has sat under the learning tree that is the Judgment Day. Think of that group. Finn Balor, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, Raquel Rodriguez.
Wow, Rhea Ripley goes head first, face first, into the second turnbuckle right there, and Roxanne now unleashing a series of punches straight to Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley with a beautiful drop kick, by the way. Roxanne rolling over to the corner. Yeah, Rhea Ripley dominating at the moment. Nice.
She was all smiles. She didn't have that trademark intensity. No way she's about to rip someone's head off. I'm curious if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing for Mommy tonight. Going to find out as Roxanne looks to regroup with Raquel Rodriguez, who has a tremendous rivalry over the years with Rhea Ripley. Remember the street fight those two were involved in back in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at the end of June. Ripley now out on the attack against Perez. Oh, and Perez is just so feisty.
She's crafty. She is aggressive. Above all, her in-ring IQ is off the charts.
We say this every week, but there's the dimension that so far beyond her years. Right. I mean, it's just incredible what Roxanne's been able to accomplish.
We got Andy saying Sheamus should be in a better match than have. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why Sheamus. They don't do much with him. They don't have him go after titles, even world title. I don't know if they'll ever give him a world title run. Not sure, but I feel like Sheamus is so good, so capable. He's been with the company for such a great period of time, and he's done a lot. I feel like Sheamus should. I'm not sure if it's his own limitation that, or maybe he doesn't want to get so physical, or he doesn't want to be wrestling regularly. I'm not sure what it is, but I feel like Sheamus should be used more, should be given more TV time, and should be in some title angle, I feel. Or at least, if not a title angle, something relevant, right? At least I feel that Sheamus and John Cena, from my understanding, they also have a pretty sweet history, right? If you think about it, Sheamus became the youngest world champion, right? Or the fastest world champion for a person to make their. I mean, basically, it was his first ever pay-per-view appearance, and he became world champion. So he was the only one to do it, right? It was a record, and he did so by defeating John Cena. And John Cena and Sheamus have had history. They've had some great matches together. I feel like Sheamus should be a part of Cena's farewell tour. I don't think he'll be, but I think he should be a part of Cena's farewell tour. I think so. Yeah. I really think so. I think I would love to see these two go at it, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. I agree with you, Andy. Rolls Collide Dominic more likely a AAA belt. You're right about that, brother. Enjoyed all the matches last night for NXT. I was, yeah. Did you watch it live or did you watch it later? It was good. Lola Weiss won, by the way, which was fantastic. I was hoping that Lola Weiss would win, and she did. The match was pretty nice as well. Blake, also a good match. Obafemi, I've heard it was a good match. I have to check it out, but heard it was a good match. Obafemi. You know, no surprise that Obafemi retained. Yes, you know, his opponent is ready, you know, to be, I guess, he's ready, he's good, he's proved himself. But still, to be champion is a whole different level, and I feel like he has to yet to get to that level that he can represent a company as a champion. There's more development yet to be done for that guy. But obviously, it looks promising. He looks promising. But Obafemi is just a whole different monster altogether. And by the way, nice moonsault here from Roxanne Perez on Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley down, Roxanne goes for the cover, and Rhea with a kick out. And Blake was fantastic. How do you like Blake's entrance, Andy? She comes out and she looks into the mirror. I believe there's a mirror that's the physical, like it's a prop. It's a mirror that's placed on the stage, and then she turns around and she gets in the ring. How do you like it, that entrance? I mean, I have read online that people like it, but last time I was watching it, I feel like the ramp was so small that she was looking into the mirror, and the next camera angle, she was already ringside. So I found it a little bit weird, especially last night with her entrance. The concept is new, it's nice, but I wasn't a big fan of her entrance, especially last night, Blake Monroe. Pay attention to the crowd during the Oba match. All right, I'll pay attention. What was it about, Andrew? Heatwave was great, says Ricky. Okay, Femi is another level. Femi is great. I don't know what they call this finisher, the F9 or the F7. It's crazy good. It's crazy good. I would love to see Oba versus Lesnar one day. I'm not sure if he'll get it, but I'd love to see it. I know, Andy. Yeah, Blake is great. We got new Knockouts champion. Really? That's nice. Yes, we watched that match together, Ricky, the Lola Weiss match, right? Yeah, Lola Weiss had to win. I'm glad she did. They popped so loud when they thought, oh, really? Oh, really? Wow. Wow. Yeah, people love Javon Evans. He was the ultimate underdog, but he's quickly become a fan favorite. Yeah. I don't think Starks has got a chance against Oba, but should be interesting anyways. Nice, Ricky. Nice. Elegance, right? Ash Elegance is her name now? Yeah. I mean, they treated her like a joke in the WWE, but TNA is doing her justice, so I'm happy for her. Ash by Elegance. Yeah, Ash by Elegance. Roxanne dominating at the moment. She has got Rhea Ripley in her control, as we can see it right now. By the way, Andrew, not taking care of my manners, welcome. Great seeing you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Roxanne still dominating. Rhea Ripley was able to get her knees up in time, so the knees hitting the midsection of Roxanne. The table's probably got to turn around now. Now that we are also back from the commercial break, I'm assuming. So Stephanie Wacker is not going to Clash in Paris. It's not happening. Adam Pearce confirmed that Stephanie will not be wrestling at Clash in Paris, which is crazy, but it's true. She is not going to be wrestling at Clash in Paris. We will be getting Nikki Bella, though. We'll be getting Nikki Bella there. Honestly, Jonathan, if I were you, I would eat both. But definitely the priority would be pizza with chips on the side, you know? But depends on how much room you have, you know, how much you want to go out there. But both is a great idea. It's the only right answer, both. But chips on the side, pizza the main course. That's what I would go with. Yeah. All right. But thanks for asking. And we got Roxanne, by the way, still in control, or so it seems right now. Rhea Ripley down. Roxanne. She still got it. Oh, slap to the face of Rhea Ripley. Now that's some disrespect. Chicken sandwich, that's awesome, Andy. Starting to feel hungry now that we're talking about food. Ricky, go ahead. Tell me what's something nice that you're going to be having tonight or today. And it kicks right there to the leg of Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley now with a crazy-ass headbutt to Roxanne. Gets her up on her shoulders. Roxanne. Beautiful Razor's Edge delivered here from Rhea to Roxanne, kicking her head off. Go for the cover, but Roxanne with a kick out. Nice. Nice back and forth here. at least we are getting one legit match tonight, right? I mean, I guess we're gonna get two because LA Knight's match also should be good, I feel. Him versus Braun Breaker should be a good match. But other than that, AJ Styles versus Finn Balor, it's definitely got to be an angle. It's not going to be a match. It's got to be an angle. That's it. We will be also getting the new Undisputed Champion, Drew McIntyre, says Jonathan. High hopes for Drew McIntyre from my brother Jonathan, but we don't even know if he's wrestling, right? I mean, it's not confirmed. If he does wrestle on Sunday, nice. But let's wait for the match to be confirmed, right? Because nothing is confirmed as far as Drew McIntyre is concerned right now. Also, pay attention to this. We now have 5 matches set for Clash in Paris. If you go back to last year's Clash at the Castle, which also took place in the UK, it took place in Scotland. In total, that pay-per-view had 5 matches. By the way, Rhea Ripley has just scored the victory. She has defeated Roxanne Perez. Rhea Ripley has scored the victory. So going back to it, last year's Clash at the Castle, and I'm pretty sure the year prior as well, it's basically a thing, right? They cap it at 5. 5 matches are good enough for a pay-per-view. And now that we've already got 5 matches for Clash at Castle, I have a feeling that they might not add any more matches to the pay-per-view. That's probably also the reason why Stephanie Vaquer is not going to Paris. So let's see. You're having Mexican food later, Andrew. Nice. Nice. I love Mexican food. I feel like after Indian cuisine, it's the Mexican cuisine that's the best when it comes to vegetarian food. They know how to cook their veggies. They know how to cook good vegetarian meal. Yeah, I mean it's not a very deep card if you think about it. John Cena versus Logan Paul is a dream match for the casuals, not for the serious wrestling fans. I don't think so. I hope not. But John Cena versus Logan Paul is an extravaganza for the casuals. Not my cup of tea, really, but it's a John Cena match, so obviously people are gonna care. Then Seth Rollins, Punk, Jey Uso, LA Knight is probably one of the most important matches of the night. Clash in Paris. Sheamus versus Rusev is an absolute low-card match, so don't care much about it either. I don't know if they're gonna do anything with Rusev after this anyway, so don't have my. I mean, it's got to be a good match, but, I don't know. Not fully invested in it myself. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed is also got to be, I feel, a good match. Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella. I hate Nikki Bella, so, that's it. But overall, 2 matches that I'm looking forward to, kinda. Roman and Bronson Reed, and, of course, the main event with the Fatal 4-Way. But the match card does not feel too deep. It doesn't feel too creative. You're right about that, Andy. You're right about that. Be right back. And I'm back. All right. Seth Rollins likes to wear my favorite brand of sunglasses, Versace. I like that. Yes, so we had a comment over here from Andy, brother. He's saying that I can't eat Indian food. It's very spicy. It's true. Indian food can get very spicy because, India, they love using different kind of spices. It's what makes Indian food so different. The spices that they use, they use stuff which definitely enhances the flavor of every single dish. But the thing is that if you go to a restaurant, you can tell them that I don't want my food so spicy. I want it not spicy, or I want it medium spicy, and they will cook accordingly. But yeah, for the people who are not used to spicy food at all, it definitely is hot. But you can tell them, and if your server is good and understanding, definitely will take into consideration your request, and your meal will be cooked accordingly. So you can always tell them. And here we are now, AJ Styles coming out. they're really casually giving us AJ Styles versus Finn Balor on an episode of Raw. I cannot buy this. There's no way we're getting this match tonight. This has to be an angle, not a match. There's got to be an interference, some kind of disruption. We're not getting an actual Finn Balor versus AJ Styles, a total banger of a match on an episode of Raw. It's not happening. No way. I cannot buy it. But let me know if you guys can buy it. I certainly cannot. Is this the first time that these two are actually going one-on-one? I mean, does anybody know? Can anybody tell me? Is this the first time that they're going one-on-one? In recent years? And here we are, Finn Balor making his way out after AJ Styles. I still cannot buy this idea that we're getting AJ Styles versus Finn Balor tonight. I cannot buy it. I can't. All right, thank you for that, Andy. Yeah. It's not the first time they had a match a couple of years ago when the Judgment Day was formed. I see. This is a big deal, though. I mean, if we're actually getting this match, huge, massive. But I still have a hard time buying it. They can't be so nice. They cannot give us a match, which is an absolute pay-per-view kind of a match on Raw. I mean, I can't. It's hard for me to buy it.
Really went after the tag champs. His partner J.D. McDonough had a stellar matchup earlier tonight to kick things off against Dragon Lee. AJ Styles had a hand in the decision there with Lee picking up the win. This will be a good one. Balor and AJ.
Oh, we went to a commercial break. Okay.
Are here tonight in Birmingham, England, the United Kingdom at the BP Pulse Arena for Monday Night Raw live on Netflix.
And one of those over 11,000 here live and in living color, our good friend Georgie Farmer. That's Ajax from the Addams Family Series Wednesday.
And nobody knows them. Like, literally no pop from the crowd. We got Georgie Farmer here. Nobody knows them. Does anybody know them here? Andy, Ricky, anyone knows them? Okay. I thought so. I thought so.
I ordered you for last week.
You don't owe me anything.
What are you doing?
Asuka feels like she's been cheated on or something. They're not happy. They're not happy with Io Sky. Kari is fantastic.
This is getting weirder and weirder. Moments ago, we saw that interaction between Asuka and Io. Asuka herself actually dropped a very informative video on social media over the weekend, going in depth.
All right, we're back from the commercial break now. Finn Balor, AJ Styles. We're actually getting this match. The referee has rung the bell. It is official. We are getting Styles and Finn Balor here tonight. Interesting.
Styles problem and looks to do just that nearly going. Sending Styles to the floor. It's a real show of solidarity by Balor for the entire Judgment Day. Finn understands that AJ's made Dom's life hell recently. It appeared to me that Finn was sort of forced into a corner by Dominic Mysterio tonight. I don't think Finn wanted to compete against Styles tonight. I think Finn Balor is a world-class athlete and lives for the best competition at any given opportunity. Finn knows that just a few years ago, this was a dream matchup, a PLE main event. Here we are on a random Monday in Birmingham, and we get to see two of the best to ever do what they do it with each other. AJ Styles promises he will not rest until he wins what would be a second Intercontinental Championship in his career. You know, AJ Styles made history.
You know, Corey Graves said exactly what I was thinking, that we are actually getting this match on a random Monday in Birmingham. AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. Quite interesting. Quite interesting.
Career of AJ Styles, the inaugural TNA X Division champion, former TNA World Champ as well. Speaking of TNA, congratulations to Ash by Elegance, the new TNA Knockouts champion. She won an NXT Heatwave last night. Unbelievable event. Congratulations to all the men and women involved there. I watched it in the middle of the night here in the UK. I was asleep when I caught up on it this morning. Oh, and what a shot by Balor. And another one to Styles, and Styles going to fight back. And notice we're seeing a bit of a tentative style from both superstars in the early moments of this matchup. And it's because they have such a healthy professional respect and understanding for one another's skill sets. They both understand that it only takes one mistake, and this one's over. Forearm, and AJ looking to put Balor away. And Balor able to
Wow.
AJ off balance as he was going for the phenomenal forearm.
I still cannot buy it, you know. The match is underway right now. AJ Styles was going to go for the phenomenal forearm. Finn Balor pushes him off the top rope. And now with the boot to the face, and AJ Styles falls down to the ringside area. And with that being said, we are going to a commercial break. I still can't buy the fact that we are getting this match. I do believe that we're going to get some kind of a screw-up, right? There's got to be some kind of a screw-up, some kind of disruption. There's no way we're actually getting this match, like a full match. There's no way. There's no way.
Intercontinental champion, Dirty Dom Mysterio. This seems to be Dom's MO. This isn't me talking. Others have heard the rumors that Dom wants to have other people take care of his food. You do know that Dom refers to himself as Dirty Dom. Dirty Dom lives to do dirty work at any opportunity. Dom, of course, with an opportunity to turn away Vegas Championship. 12th of September in Las Vegas. Absolutely solidify his claim to the throne as the king of the luchadors. The dirtiest of the dirty. El sucio de los sucios. You learn Spanish. Of course, it's
AJ Styles has been a punching bag in this match, really. He has done next to nothing. He's just a punching bag here. Elbow strike to the shoulder of AJ Styles. Finn Balor with a headlock. Styles is down.
Next level power within WWE and the industry as a whole at stake for the Judgment Day.
I agree, as Balor controls Styles. Finn Balor, the inaugural
Yeah, brother, we were live here tonight for Raw, but next time we're going to be live, it's going to be for Dynamite this Wednesday. We are going to be watching AEW. Ricky, how are you feeling about it? We are going to be watching AEW Dynamite this Wednesday. That's right. You're right, Ricky. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, by the way, when you say Raw feels like AEW? Is that a compliment, Ricky? Or is it not a compliment? What is it? It's a controversial statement that you just made. Dynamite is my now. Well, good for you, Ricky, that James is not sitting here right now. Otherwise, you know what would happen, Ricky. James would not be happy. James would not be happy.
Balor went for a cross body and a great counter by Styles. Back to the spine. The knee to the spine of Balor. Matchup could go either way at this juncture. Critical moment here between Styles and Balor. AJ back to his feet. Balor as well. Finn into the corner. And Styles now lifted Finn up. And Finn will turn things around. Styles, however, counter of his own. Pele kick. Got Finn right on the crown of the skull. Here comes AJ once again. There's that sliding forearm by Styles. When Styles gets in this zone, he is next.
You're right, Andy. You're right. I tell you what. Tonight's Raw is not great. It's not a good. It's not a great episode, but it's a go home show. A go home show should be good, but this is not it. This is not a great show. Maybe the main event probably is gonna be better. So probably too early to say that it's not a good show. But so far, I'm not enjoying the show tonight. NXT is better than Raw, says Ricky. You're only saying that, Ricky, because Blake Monroe is on NXT. I know it. I know that's the only reason why you're saying NXT is better than Raw. That's right. Minus having Mercedes killing women's division, not wanting to pay it back, says Ann. You're right. Mercedes is never going to lose. She's never going to drop the TBS title. That TBS title is always going to be with Mercedes. Yeah. By the way, Andy, do you think that Mercedes will ever return as Sasha Banks? Will ever come back to the WWE ever? I think she will. I think everybody does. CM Punk did. Everybody does. So I think it'll happen. Right now, obviously, she's flying high as Mercedes, 9 belts, whatever it is. But, eventually, 5 years later or so, she's got to be back. Maybe less than 5 years, but she's got to be, or more, who knows. But she will be back as Sasha Banks one day. We actually got the full match. AJ Styles won the match. What a lame match. I mean, wow. What a lame match. We actually got the match. What can I say? I had high expectations from Styles versus Finn Balor, but that was a terrible match.
I'm trying to be world heavyweight champ again. Don't you feel me? The last thing you ever wanted is trust someone. What's going on? Why are you so uptight? You act like you ain't done this for 20 years. Stop worrying about my help, man. Who cares about the help? You've helped enough people, trust me. I'm the one who could say that the most. You've helped me, you've helped our family, you've helped this locker room, you've helped this company. Go up there do it for you. Smash them all and take it to your house. That's the only thing that matters, man. It ain't about being one of the boys. It ain't about making friends. It's about capturing these moments and locking in our legacy.
You're right, Ricky. Any day I can always say that Lola is great. Lola Weiss, she's fantastic. She's good. Trick is good as well. Man, but, let's talk about Carmelo Hayes because, when you think about Trick, I think of Carmelo all the time. Trick was a sidekick to Carmelo Hayes. And now, where's Carmelo? Carmelo's nowhere, and Trick Williams is obviously, the TNA champion and whatnot. But, what a downfall for Carmelo. I mean, he got to the main roster and then nothing. Couldn't make it. I wonder how Trick Williams will do on the main roster because if you do well on NXT, it means nothing. Because, who knows how are you going to fare on the main roster. And now we got Grayson Waller.
Take your seats and observe a moment of silence for your boys, the New Day. Kofi Kingston. Stop. Oh my God! Celebrations are in order! Celebrate because I did it!
Got some confetti.
Against all odds, I defeated Penta! I did what I said I was gonna do! I avenged Wood! And I made Penta pay for his sin. Hey, shut up!
Kofi's actually not a bad heel, right? He's doing a good job as a heel. Gotten a lot better as well.
For the third week in a row, Penta has illegally assaulted us. He desecrated my favorite grieving hat. He injured my neck. And you idiots cheered. You idiots that sound like you have sleep apnea when you speak actually cheered. Each and every one of you disgust us. Be quiet. You see, y'all are booing us as if we want to be here. We don't want to be here. As a matter of fact, we get to go back to the great and beautiful United States of America in a few days, while y'all have to wake up here in this dirty, disgusting, piss-stained excuse for a city you call Birmingham.
What a stupid show tonight.
But guess what?
It's not a great show.
Because you got to lay eyes on us. You should be thankful for that. Matter of fact, you should thank God for that. You should take your terrible teeth. Get down on your knees. Raise your hands to the sky. And in
What the hell are they talking about? How is this doing anything for them? Weird ass promo. Lots of confetti, courtesy of Grayson Waller. Well, at least Grayson Waller, was man enough when he was with Austin Theory. Now I don't even know what is he, right? Grayson Waller being a little sidekick to the New Day. Weird.
Coast of the United States, 2 o'clock and 11 a.m., 11 in the morning on the west coast of the United States.
Yeah, I did see that, brother. GCW, Scarlett Bordeaux showed up. Killer Cross showed up. They looked good. They looked happy, right? So I was happy to see that as well. Wishing them the best always.
I don't know what I need.
Now we got Bailey here.
You always did the right thing. You too? You always had your head on your shoulders and you went for it. And you
You know what? I actually liked Babyface Bailey a lot. I thought that was probably the best version of Bailey. Should have never turned heel. At least she was different as that Babyface Bailey. Heel Bailey is like everybody else, every other badass woman, really. Babyface Bailey made her stand out. Heel Bailey, nah.
We both asked you. Nobody even talks about you anymore. This is how you think we're gonna get to the top? Well, thank God you're better off.
Andy, you're right. I mean, Jacob Fatu is that good, right? He is good.
You're an idiot, and you
Yeah.
are insecure. Okay. You're being really mean. Aw, I'm being mean. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that you're stupid.
Yeah, Andy, I'm just trying to make sense of this segment that we have right now, the video the video package. It seems like she's fighting her own voice in her head at the moment. That was weird.
I didn't know who else to go to. I think whatever is going on with Bailey, it's just genuinely concerning. I mean, have you checked in on her? Has there been an official medical update? Or
Look, I have called her, okay? But as far as anything official, I've heard nothing. I'll tell you what, as soon as I hear anything, nothing. As soon as I do
So Lyra apparently concerned about Bailey asking Adam Pearce about her, if he's heard anything about her. Okay.
We gotta talk.
You gonna handle this AJ situation or what?
It's out of control. AJ? Yeah. I just gave him a match against Finn. What more do you people want?
I want more. Obviously, that's not enough. I need more. He cost JD the match. You know, he's been stalking me for months. He cost me the AAA Mega Campeonato. This needs to end.
Okay. As much as I can't believe I'm going to say this, Dom, you're right.
I know.
It has to end. I'll tell you what. I'll make it right. How about this? Next week, Raw in Paris. AJ Styles.
Parts in the building.
Even better. One-on-one. With
Dominic.
Mysterio.
Makes sense. So, guys, they're not going to be adding any more matches to Clash in Paris. This kind of proves it because they got 5. You know, they did not make room for Stephanie Vaquer. They're not giving us Dominic versus Styles on Sunday in Clash in Paris. It means that basically they're not going to be adding any more matches to Clash in Paris. That's what I understand. They won't do that. The match card, I believe, is already set, is already official. 5 matches in total. Yeah. Out of which, 1 women's match. That's it. And that happens to be a Nikki Bella match.
11 on the West Coast, and what a card we have in store. Talk about the heavy artillery.
Well, all right, guys. I feel like, you know, we're already getting quite late now. It's about 3 for me at night. So it's a very weak Raw. I mean, I'm very disappointed in Raw tonight. So I think that I'm going to head to bed. And hopefully, I think that Wednesday's going to be much better. This Raw was absolutely lame. And hopefully the main event is going to be good. You know, I will check it out tomorrow. But it's getting quite late. So we'll have to wake up early as well. So this Raw is not worth staying awake for until 3 or 4. So I think I'm going to head to bed now. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you so much for your love. Thanks for being here. And I will see you guys. Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you, Ricky. Sorry that I'm ending it early, but, you know, this show is terrible and it's already getting quite late. So I'll head to bed. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for Dynamite. And I think we're going to be having a good time, a much better time on Wednesday because the show is going to be good, right? This show, awful. I mean, really, what a weak go-home show for Clash in Paris. But thank you so much, Andy. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I will see you Wednesday for AEW. Much love, brothers. Take care. Have a good night. Have a good rest of the day for you guys. Take care. And David, my brother. David is here as well. Okay, thank you so much, David. Thank you, brother. Thanks, Jonathan. Thank you, Ricky, Andy. I will see you Wednesday for Dynamite. Much love. Take care. Bye-bye.